Hey, everyone. Hello, it's Isaiah. And today is Friday, and it's around 6 p.m. here in France. And this is my day to come live. And I'm coming with cards. So, anyone who wants a card, and I don't know yet from which deck I'm going to be pulling cards. So, if you want a card, just give me your name in the comments and say you want a card, and I'll pull a card for you. And yeah, it's a Friday rendezvous between me and you guys. And I usually come most Fridays around this time, and today is no exception. So I might have been a little absent lately because life, and also because I was doing a lot of other things. Some of them that might be of interest to you, and some of them that I'm not going to share yet because they are secrets. So, but there's some that I want to speak. First of all, I realize that I have a mistaken title here. Ooh, sorry. um, so sorry. I'm gonna try and change that. But I'm not sure I can change the title. Um, anyway, so if you want a card, just give me your name in the comments and say you want a card. I think I'm going to be pulling from my own very own first Oracle deck, and I want to discuss that a little bit because this has been a very exciting adventure. So a few years back, I had this idea that I wanted to create a deck that would be about self-care, because self-care is one of those very discussed ideas in my world, at least in the spiritual healing energy work industry, but there is very little that is actually practical around it. So self care is one of those things. Oh, yes, self care is important. Yes. And concretely, practically, how do we go there? That was one of my first issues with self care. The other issue, which is also interesting, I think, if I say so myself, is that self care is frowned upon um, so much. It's considered to be lazy, selfish, and useless, basically. It's been very much used by the wellness, beauty, mostly the beauty industry, as an argument for selling their things, which I have nothing against bubble baths and expensive treatments, but this is not self care. This is one little tiny aspect of self care. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, which is even worse around self care, that is completely underestimated, is that for me, self care is the number one step, if you want, towards self love and self appreciation. Because it's a way to make self love a verb, showing myself that I love myself enough to take care of myself. That is self love. And it's sometimes so much easier to actually do the loving part than just to have it as a concept. Uh, and so my invitation with this idea of a deck was I wanted to create a deck that would be practical, that would be literally giving the possibility of an idea of how to take care of yourself daily, or twice a day, or 3 times a day, whenever you wanted to pull a card. And I wanted to investigate all aspects of self-care, at least all the ones that I could think about. And also I wanted to get out of the beauty industry closet as far as self-care is concerned. So yeah, 3 reasons to create this deck. And so I started working on the deck, you know, as you do, Sundays and holidays. And then a couple of months ago, or 3 months ago, it was ready. So I thought, okay, now I have a choice. I have a choice, and it's again, if you want a card from my very own Goddess Self Care Oracle deck, just give me your name in the comments and I'll pull a card. But in the meantime, I'm trying to explain a little bit what is it all about, this deck. So this deck it's now, I had two choices, right? It was ready. I had all the idea for the cards, all the little prompts were written, and even the images were there because I'm a Canva aficionado and I've spent hours and hours prepping the cards on Canva and designing them and blah, blah, blah. So everything was ready. And there I had a choice. Was I going to just let it be? And that will be another one of the many projects that are on my computer or on a cloud somewhere, and that I'm not doing anything about. Or was I going to go and push it and make it happen, make it become a real thing? So I made up my mind and I thought, okay, this is it. I am doing a pre-sale, and once the pre-sale is done, I will have enough money basically to finance the deck. So I did the pre-sale, and a few lovely people were nice enough to buy it, but there wasn't enough to finance the deck as a whole. So again, I had a choice. Was I going to just say, okay, forget it? No, I'm not investing anything. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks one day. This was self-care. Was I going, is it going to be me taking care of myself again and investing in myself and paying this deck to become a reality? Or was I going to chicken out basically another time? And I didn't. I opened up. Hey, Holly, of course I'll pull a card for you. I just finished my sentence. So I decided to do it. And so I went and created the deck and printed it and sent the first copies a few weeks later. And, when I got my own copy, here it is. I felt such a success. So I'm going to go on with the story, but I'm going to pull a card for Holly to start with. So here we go. Oops, it jumped right out of the pack. So this is the back of them. I love them. I think they're beautiful. Thank you. And you have an Aphrodite card because all of these cards are connected with one of the 8 goddesses that I channel and with whom I work with my clients, with the Greek goddesses archetypes. So this is an Aphrodite card, and you can see Aphrodite here, little beautiful goddess with her little above her head. And her color is red. She is connected with the fur. And it says, dress up, make up. Why not? Beautiful clothes and a glorious makeup just for you, for no reason. Then have a good look in the mirror and take photos. Appreciate your enhanced beauty. So the invitation here, Holly, for you is that you are allowed to feel beautiful just for you. And this is what I meant earlier on when I said that self-care is the first step towards doing the self-love thing. So basically, the invitation is take some time to feel an enhanced feeling of beauty. And I'm not saying that you're not beautiful per se, Holly, of course you are. But taking some time and energy to make ourselves, wear nicer clothes or makeup, or it's going to reaffirm or to affirm to yourself that you are worth it. You are worth the time and the energy. And then take some pictures and make them selfies for your social media, or if you dress up crazy with very big crystal tiara or whatever, write a post about that. This is such a good time spent and energy spent. I'm happy you love it, Holly. If anyone else wants a card from my very own Goddess self-care oracle deck that I designed myself. I can't. It's going to take me months until it actually lands that I'm the creator of a deck, of a real deck that people can buy. So in case you want to buy the deck, just so you will find the link above in the video, above or below the video somewhere. So once the deck was printed, I started freaking out even more. It's like, oh, nobody's going to want it, and it's going to be, no, I have wasted all this money, and how much shit goes in my head about my own things, right? Thank you, Holly. I'm happy you think they look lovely. I think they do as well. So we have 8 goddesses in there and 8 colors, one for each goddess. So we have orange for Demeter, goddess of the second chakra, roughly. We have blue for Athena. We have, let me show you, we have red for Aphrodite, just like you had. They're all different, right? Then we have brown and gold for Gaia. We have green for Artemis. And yellow for Hestia, or Hestia, depends where you are from. And then we have purple for Hera, and pink, light pink, and black and white for Persephone. So, and each of these goddesses addresses a different, how can I say, realm of self-care, a different type of self-care. So you can recognize them, the cards with the colors. The little goddess is always represented. And then the realm that they are working on is explained in the little leaflet that comes with your deck. And your deck, if you were to buy one. For now, these are the hand-designed, hand-drawn, hand-decorated, exactly, pouches that the deck comes in, and they are numbered. There is a limited edition. That's the first edition. Hopefully there's going to be many others, but I don't think I'll have, they'll be hand decorated. So if you want your first edition Isaiah decorated pouch, this is the time to buy the deck. And so what I wanted to discuss, except for what the deck itself is that it gave me. And I'm really, really impressed how much, how different it is to actually have a physical product. I had an online business for years now. I've been coaching women. I do retreats. I do red tents, circles online. I've never actually mass produced, although the mass is quite small, a product. Now, with this thing that is not even, it's not very expensive, it's not a big product, and it's not like, for now, it's not a massive bestseller thing. Yet, my business feels more real, like literally you can touch it. And that's interesting for me, that it kind of opened up this new feeling of worthiness as a business owner, or it kind of pushes the imposter syndrome back completely. No, I'm not an imposter. I have my own deck. So I highly recommend the feeling. It's a cool one. And then yesterday night, something even more amazing happened. Well, actually, I found out this morning. So for those of you who don't know, I live in France. And this morning, I found out that I was tagged in a few places on Facebook, and I went to check it out. And what was it? It was one of the lovely people who supported me while I was doing the launch of the card deck, and that had bought a few decks actually in the US. And she was doing the live unboxing video of my deck, and it was like, wow, this is it. I have arrived. It's like, if or when somebody that, yeah, is a friend but we've never met, she's mostly a customer, has now taken time and energy to make a live unboxing of my deck, and it was live indeed, so she never actually opened the package. So I was almost kind of, I had a minute or two of worrying, is she going to like it, or is she going to destroy it, basically do a live review that's going to say this is a horrible deck. But no, she loved it, and she pulled cards for people, and she linked my sales page, and she was so lovely about that. And she was enjoying the thing too, so much. By the way, if you want a card from this deck, this is your time, right? Just give me your name in the comments, say you want a card, and I'll pull one for you. It was so lovely. My beautiful friend Leslie Ellis, and we feel was this feeling of, hey, I have arrived. It's like, because I've been watching live unboxing of views of decks, like everybody has, on YouTube. But now it was my deck, and it's like, yeah, thank you so much, Leslie, for doing that. It has literally made my day. Literally made my day. Plus, obviously, because she was so convincing and she loved the deck so much, there's actually a couple of people who bought the deck off of her video. And so I got to make money while I was asleep, which is like, yeah, now I am I'm a success. There is no other way. So that's to share with you guys today. It's all this journey of creating the deck, printing the deck, selling the deck, and the whole thing is not finished, obviously, but because there are very many decks available for now, and hopefully there's going to be a second and a third. But the journey of it, I'm really happy to have been through all that, and to have walked path and announcements to make. First of all, just you wait, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not my last deck. I have another in preparation soon, but and I love the process of it. So yeah, I'm doing it again. And the other thing is, if you are like me and you love decks, whether they're tarot or oracle, well, stay tuned, because I'm going during the summer a huge event around cards, and that is probably going to be card addicting or something of November online, so you can home. So I'm really excited about that. It's not finalized yet, but the plan is ongoing. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that you too. And the last thing I want to mention today before I go is that some of you you know it, but for some of you you don't. I am the co-founder of the Women Lighting the Way Summit, and that happened last weekend. The live part of it happened last weekend. We are now in the free replay of the Women Lighting the Way Summit. Plays are going to last until July 9th. So if you are interested in listening and being literally enlightened by 14 amazing women who share stories and how they arrived where they are, and the journeys, the paths, the people that they met that changed their lives, and to literally find your life changed by their stories, well, then the Women Lighting the Way Summit 2023 edition is for you, and you will follow the video to subscribe to register for free. You have 14 talks, women from all over the world. You have access to 14 freebies, one for each speaker or one for each talk that you register to. You have 2 live panels where our speakers discuss together and share around the Creation Summit and the whole thing. And you also have the possibility to work with each of those amazing speakers with their amazing offers. So if you're interested in any of that, and basically what I'm saying is you should be, because it's, you know, it's out of this world, if I say so myself. Well, just click on the link that you will find above or below the video. And sorry, let me get the link and try and share it if I can. And yeah, here it is. Indeed, the creation process can be addictive, Holly. I agree. So yeah, here's the link. You're not going to find it on all platforms because Facebook is annoying and doesn't want us to share links straightforward. But above or below the video, you'll find the link to the WLTW 2023 summit. And I highly recommend you go and listen to these stories. These women are out of this world. Now, before I go, unless somebody else wants a card, in which case, please give me your name in the comments. Hopefully I can see your comments, because sometimes I can't. Oh, there we go. It seems that somebody is commenting, and I can't see the comment. No, it's not. This is not what's happening. Just a minute. I will go and have a look if somebody is commenting that I can't see. No, it seems that it doesn't. Okay, so if you want a card, oh, hey, you've just said, hi, Isaiah, I'd love a card, please, but I don't know who you are. So let me remind you, I only pull cards while I'm live, and I need your name. I need to know who you are, because in fact, the cards, as per usual, the cards are not magic. You are magic, and the connection between our two energies. Oh, hi, Mac. That's how the magic happens. So I can't do it without a name. Doesn't matter if I know you or not, but I need a name. So Mac, I know. Let's go. So you want a card and the Goddess Self-Care Oracle deck. Yeah. And we are pulling a card for Mac. There it is. So you got a Persephone card. No surprise there. Hey, Mac. you kind of have a subscription to Persephone, haven't you? So here she is, little pony. And it says, oh, this is funny. I'm going to connect with spirit. Even if you don't know how or have never tried to, you are connected with spirit. Simply close your eyes, breathe deeply inwards, and ask for answers or support. Make it a habit and a practice to get better at it, at noticing the messages from spirit. Voila. So for you, Mac, this is the invitation for today. As far as self-care is concerned, and yes, connecting with spirit can be a self-care practice. Listening to the messages from spirit. That's the invitation of the deck today, Mac. I hope it ends. Yeah, I was going to say, before I go, I'm going to pull a card for whoever watches the replay of that. Pleasure, Mac. And there it is. Okay. So, no, it's not, because 3 cards jumped. This is too much. There it is. So we have a Demeter call that is for anyone. And it says, try a craft. So Demeter is goddess of fertility and creativity. Try a craft. Give yourself permission to something new today. It doesn't matter if you suck. It's a trial anyway. Stop scrapbooking, jewelry making, painting, or weaving. See how it feels to create something with your hands. It's not about, it's about the time you spend creating. This is deck for us, for each and every one of us. Yes, looking forward to my cards arriving at your place. Please let me know idea. You know the post office? I live in France. I know. Okay. Actually, I know that some decks have arrived in Oregon, in the other end of the world. UK, which is closer and be easier, had no decks arriving yet. So same day. I'm not even, right? Let's not. Okay, so thank you everyone for being here with me today. I will be next Friday around 6 p.m. French time with cards and more as per usual. If you are not registered for my free masterclass called Meet the Mother, that will happen in my Facebook group. You can also, sorry, I'm going to try and find a link to that, just so anyone wants to come to that. I'm really these feminine energy masterclasses, they're basically so important for us to connect to the divine feminine. So here's a link to that. It's a Facebook event. It's called Meet the Mother Masterclass. It happens next week and it's free in my group. So just join me for that. We get to meet. We have met the crone and the maiden. Next week we meet the mother, and in I think September or October, in her season we will meet the enchantress. So we try to have everyone able, so all feminine, basically maiden, mother, enchantress, and crone will have been on my masterclasses this year. What's not even about the post office? Let's not. Hopefully you get them soon, Mac. Let's send in spirit. So, ladies, I'm going to love you. Bye for now.